morning, guys. Happy Saturday. We're now cooking breakfast. Um, Sorry that I'm really not upbeat. Woke up at like 7:30. And I just feel like I had to cry, and I just cried from like 7:45 to what time is it now? Like, what is it, 10:30? So, still crying. It's just a lot. And yeah, I'll tell you all guys about it. I guess it's time. So let me show you what I'm making first. So y'all know I had to make my cheese eggs. I made hash browns, and now like I'm making sausages. But it's not any type of sausage. It's plant-based sausage. So I'm trying this out, seeing how it is. Last Saturday, I went over to my brother's wife's parents' house, and then like it was like a siblings thing where we all gathered together. They had crabs because I don't eat crabs, and my brother made me a vegan pulled pork with jackfruit. Never had jackfruit a day in my life, and it was amazing. And after that, I was like, let me go to an organic spot, try to find it. I could not find jackfruit. I don't know where he got it. I gotta ask him where he got it from. But I wind up finding, because I don't eat pork, or I try not to eat pork. Let's try this. I try not to eat pork because I love bacon, and I try to avoid it as much as possible. Not gonna lie, from time to time I do dabble in it. Not gonna lie to y'all. But I try not to eat it. Red meat, I definitely try to avoid. I really try to stick to fish. Every now and then I have a chicken, but I'm really trying to stick to this pescatarian lifestyle. And I'm not gonna lie, it's challenging because it's a mind thing. You gotta change your habits. And it is definitely a challenging thing, but you know, nothing in life comes easy. So I'm trying this plant-based sausage, and I am like really anxious, scared, because I don't know how it tastes. Hopefully it tastes good. It's looking alright, you know, it's looking decent. You know, the taste really matters. But let me finish cooking this, and then I'm gonna sit down and talk to you guys. So, got my plate ready. Show you guys. This is my plate. Before I start, let me pray. Lord Jesus, thank you for this food. May it be a nourishment on my body. Lord Jesus, as I have this conversation with my viewers, and may it be a healing process for those who are going through similar things that I'm going through. Let them know that they're not alone, and let them know that it's okay to talk to others. It is okay to vent about their issues. It is okay to talk to an unbiased person. It is okay to seek help. That they're not alone, and it's okay to even go to you and ask those hard questions. So let this be a blessing to someone else, and may this food be good. Okay, because I'm a little skeptical about this sausage, but I just bless that this video be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So let's get started. I hope I don't be crying like this whole video. It is what it is if it happens. Totally transparency, okay? And this is like my first mukbang if I really think about it. So it is what it is. So what's been going on with me these I would say three months is I found out on May 21st that I was pregnant. And I found out, like, okay, backstory, I guess. Who was there when I found out was one of my ex, who's still a really good friend to me to this day. Talk about everything together. Someone I could really lean on as a really good, valuable friend. And he was there when I found out I was expecting. And I don't know, like the gush of emotions that went over me when I did find out was happy, very, very happy. I say this because, yeah, it's gonna be a crying video. I say this because I always yearned to be a mother. Love kids, love kids. And it was just a blessing to find out that I am pregnant. And then it was nervousness because the person I was pregnant with, we were not together. We broke up like my birthday month, like last September. And we was trying to see if things can work back out again. And it was just, the whole intention of that meeting was to talk about where we stand. Are we even going to pursue something else or not? I was more so leaning towards, there's a lot of things we both individually need to work on before even getting together. His stance was like, I'm ready to try again. I want you in my life type deal. And things happen. I'm not gonna lie, things happen. Boop, intersected. I was supposed to be doing clank, but okay, so it happened. I'm not gonna lie, it happened. And what a beautiful occasion that was. And right after that occasion, like, I knew something was off. I sat in my car for a good, like, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Just, like, not thinking over the encounter, but thinking about, like, yo, something is off. And us females, ladies, we know when something is off with our bodies. We've been in our bodies for I don't know how many years. For me, it's been 27 years. I know when something is off with my body. The moment it happens, I know something is off with my body. In that moment, I knew something was off. And like, I was like, okay, let me just wait. My period's supposed to come. Let me just wait. Didn't come. I was like, all right, Jesus. I'm like, you got joking jokes. And then I just had the test. I took my first test. Was like May 10th. And it was negative. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Because I'm not going to lie. I did not want a child with that particular person because of the issues we had in our relationship. And I did not know where we stand as individuals. I did not know. And as well as co-parenting, I don't know how he feels about doing that. So time goes by, and then on May 21st, that's when I found out I'm expecting. And that nervousness, that worrisome, it wasn't guilt, because I didn't feel guilty about becoming pregnant. I felt more so scared. That's a good word, scared. Because the unknown is scary. And I'm just being real. In that moment, I was scared. I was worried. I was happy. I was excited. I was joyful. Like, I was like, why? And I also was, and my ex was there, and I was like, dang, man, why couldn't it be yours, bro? It would have been so much easier. It would have been so much easier if it was his. No lie. It would have been so much easier. But, you know, life happens. And it was his. And telling my family, my mother, that was something. And it was something because I've been like joking around with like my mom and some family members that I'm pregnant. way before actually conceiving, way before finding out. I've been doing these jokes. I've been really on this baby fever wave months prior to even conceiving. And she didn't believe me when I told her it actually was. She did not believe me. She's like, stop playing, Jaleesa. Stop playing. You know and I know you not. I was like, Mom, I'm dead serious. Ooh, sorry. I was like, Mom, I'm dead serious. I'm pregnant. And she was like, no, you're not. Prove it. I was like, how you want me to prove it? You want me to show you that? Nah, when you come home. I was like, all right, bet. I came home. I took 2 pregnancy tests the next day. And I went in her room and I showed her. And I have video of me taking the test and everything. And I have video of me going to the hospital because right after she saw those 2 tests, she looked at me and was like, hospital. And I was like, okay. Now, mind you, we're in the midst of a pandemic. You want me to go to the hospital? But whatever. I go in there. And I'll insert that clip here, I guess, and that y'all can see all the emotions and then finding out that I'm pregnant and everything like that. So I'll put that here. Good morning, guys. So as you can see from the background, I'm in Connecticut in my old room. And I just took something, and this begins this long journey. Long journey. Yep. It's real. So, as you can see, I'm in the hospital. Since my pregnancy test said positive, I'm here to see how far along I am. So, I couldn't pee. So, doctor's about to give me IV and some nausea medicine. I have a little of a fever, so trying to figure out why that is. And yeah, go from there. But I'll keep you posted, see how far along I am on this pregnancy journey of mine. Bro, this actually tastes like sausage. This is crazy. And it's spicy. Oh God, it's spicy. And I ain't put nothing, no seasoning on this. Ew, wow. What's in here? Oh man. It's good. I'm sorry. I did not expect this plant-based sausage to taste like real sausage. Like, this is my mom. I'm sorry, this is my mom. Still in disbelief how good this sausage is. But, yeah, I saw the clip. And then the work begins of having my mind, I'm definitely going to keep this child. I'm on prenatals. I'm taking my iron pills every day because I suffer from low iron deficiency. So my iron is always low. And I started taking my medicine. My levels start to elevate a little bit and everything. And I changed my sleeping habits. I started changing my eating habits even more because I wanted to have a healthy pregnancy. And being a plus size female, doctors always going to think that you're going to be high risk because of your plus size. And I didn't want them issues. Okay, so I started really changing some things while I was pregnant. And man, the nausea was crazy. The nausea was crazy. Oh my gosh, waking up 2, 3, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, having the urge to throw up was not fun. It was not fun. And trying to stick to my pescatarian diet, trying to eat shrimp, okay, let me tell y'all. I made salmon. I brought this nice salmon, and I put the seasoning on. I put some herbs on that, you know what I mean? And it was looking delicioso, okay? Very, very good. It was looking very, very good. And I'm cooking it and everything. I'm like, oh, this smells amazing. Oh, I can't wait till it's in my stomach. I was like really happy because like anyone who knows me trying to cook salmon, it's a hit or miss for me. Okay? It's a hit or miss. But it was looking like a hit. It was looking like a hit. So it was done. I put on my plate. I had my broccoli on the side. I had my rice and everything. I was like, oh, it's about to go down. Rub. Okay? And I took like my first bite and it was amazing. It was to perfection. Okay? If y'all could, I wish I had a clip. So it was amazing. And then I took my second bite, still good. My third bite, I was like, Setting is off. And then my baby was not feeling it anymore. He or she, my prince and princess, was not feeling it. So what I said to my prince and princess, I ain't wasting. I ain't wasting my money and putting it in the fridge or throwing it away. Okay, we only took 3 bites, so we're gonna do at least half. Okay, suck it up. And I did not win that fight. And I took my next bite, my 4th bite. I chewed. I didn't even chew. Like I put it in my mouth. I put the fork and the salmon. It just came out. I was like, oh my god, all over my salmon. You know how pissed I was? I was so mad. Man, the nausea was crazy. The nausea was crazy. My sleeping habits was a little off a little bit. Waking up real early or going to sleep real late. But my day-to-day, I tried not to be too active with doing things. Meaning like carrying heavy stuff. I had friends who were in town who carried things for me. I had one of my college graduate friends who was in the area, and I was like, yo, can you give me some water? And he was like, you can't get it yourself? And I was like, I really can't carry anything right now, but do you mind like assisting me? And luckily he brought me more than enough water that I still have to this day, because I don't go through cases of water that quickly. And yeah, like there was people around who genuinely assisted during my pregnancy. And on June 9th, it was just regular day. Just finished with work in the office, getting some placement stuff done, and I felt again something is off. I felt cramps, and I'm like, why am I feeling cramps when I'm like almost 10 weeks? Like, I'm not understanding why I'm feeling cramps. And me being me, I went straight to Google. Don't go straight to Google. Don't do it, because it will put so much stuff in your mind, making you think so many things that could or could not be true. And it just psyched me out. It just psyched me out. And I was like, Jesus? And I prayed. I was like, Jesus, please. Whatever's going on right now, please let it stop. What these cramps is meaning, I don't like it. It's making me think the worst. You are my protector. protect me and my child, cover us. And that night, went to bed, woke up way before midnight, to be actually the 10th. It was like around, I would say like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Went to use the bathroom because I had to pee, and there was blood. And I felt my child leave my body. And I was in disbelief, because I knew what was happening, but I refused to accept what was happening. And once I saw it, because I felt it leave, I felt it pass out of me. But when I saw it, I couldn't fathom it. I couldn't. So I automatically called my mother. My mom is my rock. My mom is the person that I go to for almost anything and everything. And it's such a blessing to have a connection with my mother like that. It's such a blessing. And I pray that more females, even males, but more so females, more females have that connection with their mother, because your mother knows you. She probably went through similar things as you, or even worse. And I called her because I was so fathomed, like I couldn't believe it. I knew what was happening, but I refused to accept the reality of it. And what my mom was saying, even though I knew it should have brought comfort over me, it brought more anxiety. And that day, I was like, I'm coming home. Coming to Connecticut. Because I was in the process, after finding out I was pregnant in May, I was in the process of changing my insurance to DC. And I had to go home because that's the only insurance I had back in Connecticut. So at 4 o'clock in the morning on the 10th, I decided to take the train. Instead of drive, took the train to Connecticut and go straight to the hospital. I arrived in Connecticut on the 10th at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I would say 8 o'clock. And called my doctor. My doctor told me that it's best to go to the hospital to figure out what's going on, to get an ultrasound, see if the embryo is still attached or did it definitely did pass through and everything. And my OBGYN was very comforting. She was really reassuring. She was like, don't think the negative. Sometimes females still have monthly periods, and I'm like, I haven't had a period since I found out I was pregnant. So this can't be like a monthly thing. Like, it cannot be. But I already knew what was up, even though people around me were staying positive. And then going to get an ultrasound in the midst of a pandemic where my mother couldn't even be there with me. It was hard. It was really hard because I already had thoughts and I was already in a negative space, and that whole train ride, I was up. I did not go to sleep at all. I was wide awake. So not sleeping for a whole 24 hours, basically, because I didn't go to sleep until late that 10th. Yeah, I didn't go to sleep until late because I was wide awake. I just couldn't. I couldn't believe it. So I go, um, I go get the ultrasound, and I was informed that my mother couldn't be there, and I was like, okay, like I kind of figured, being so close to the maternity ward and everything like that, it was not a possibility. And they did the ultrasound, and I knew, there was nothing there. There was no sag. There was nothing. I passed it all through, like I knew. And for the technician to be like, I'm sorry, I don't see anything here. I strongly believe you had a miscarriage. And I will have someone else look over the scans, the pictures, and everything like that. But Miss Peoples, you had a miscarriage. And I held it in. When she said that, a little tear came from the side of my face. And it hit. Like, I was like, dang, okay. This is definitely true. It's definitely true. Even though I knew it legit. And I go into the car, and my mom was like, how did it go? Because walking out, I was numb. Walking out of there, I was definitely numb. And getting to her, I was still numb. And as I get in the car and she asked me, I'm just bursting into tears, I lost my child. I lost a part of me that I will not see again no time soon. God willing. No time soon. It's very difficult to try to move on knowing that you lost something that meant so much to you. And that whole day I was a mess. I was an emotional mess. And I'm an emotional eater, so I was eating like crazy, forgetting about my restrictions to my diet. Just eating. And it was horrible. It still is horrible. It still is horrible. I started therapy because I stayed in Connecticut for like a good 2 weeks. As I tried to heal after miscarriage. And as I tried to figure out my mental state. So I decided to go to therapy. And a lot of people probably are, especially black folks, you going to therapy, you talking to someone else about your issues. Yes, because I needed it. I've always been the type, and I'm not against therapy at all. I feel like it's very beneficial for you. I feel like if you're going through something, if you need someone to talk to who won't be biased, then talk to a therapist, a licensed therapist. Whether you want someone who has holistic approaches, whether you want someone who's unconventional, if you want someone who has a religious background and uses those religious tools to help you in your issues, then do that. And I opted on a religious individual who practices in the Christian, Baptist, Protestant faith to help me with also having a holistic approach. And she's been a godsend in my life. I've been with her for a month and some change. A month and some change, and she's a blessing. She's definitely a blessing. She's helping me with my grieving process. She's helping me with my anxiety. She's helping me with my depression. She's helping me with my family stuff, my friends stuff, everything. She's amazing. But also, like during this whole process of healing and grieving and slowly accepting the reality, because my depression is real, man. Like, I don't have energy to do anything. Anything. Like, I get up Monday through Friday, get up, go to work, get back, go to my second job. After that, I don't have energy to like start. Like, I'm at my senior year basically of doing like my senior project. I don't have the energy to write, and it's a topic that's very, very important to me, and I cannot even put words to the paper. Like, I know exactly what I want to talk about. I have my outline, but to actually start writing is very challenging. To do anything else, because after that, after finishing my second job, I sometimes don't even eat. I just go straight to sleep. Like, I'm over it. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. And it's unfortunate. And some things that I'm trying to do in my life to help me with this process is definitely my therapist appointment, my therapy. Doing that weekly and seeing the small strides that I'm doing towards some positive changes is very good. And it's good to talk to someone on a weekly, every other day, bi-weekly type situation. And me, I'm doing it weekly. I need to do like a recap of everything that I've been working on for the week and seeing the changes, having some new goals, worksheets, whatever that I need to do to continue my process. Another thing is listening to inspirational music. That's very, very helpful for me during this time, because I'm trying to get closer to my faith, closer to God. And during this time, not gonna lie, I felt like I was more pushing back, pushing away from God. So getting close to my faith by listening to inspirational music, listening to sermons. During this whole quarantine, I'm unable to go to the church that I was planning on joining. So I've been watching the sermons online, the Bible studies online. I've been doing like devotionals with my sisters or by myself. I've been listening to a whole lot of Tasha Cobbs and Kiki Sheard, especially her new album. It Keeps Happening For Me is my song, is my anthem right now. What else have I been doing? I've gotten back into journaling. I haven't journaled since May. When I found out I was officially pregnant. That's when the last time I journaled. Have not journaled since, and I just got back onto doing that about like a day, 2 days ago. And it was hard. I ain't gonna lie, it was hard to get back into doing that. But it felt like another weight has been lifted off my shoulders, off my chest, to express myself to paper and pen. So that was really good. Another thing that's been beneficial for me is talking to close family and friends about what's going on, trying to show that vulnerability. That's been very helpful. Just to hear their testimonies and how I'm not alone and how I have family and friends who are there. Very, very much needed. Let's see, what else have I been doing? Walking. I've been walking a lot. Trying to get my health back on track since I'm an emotional eater. Trying to stop that, actually, which is challenging all on its own, but it is what it is. Trying to walk, shed some weight in the process, and just while I'm walking, listening to inspirational words, listening to an audio version of a book, something. And it doesn't have to be long. I started with like 15 minutes of walking, then I gradually got to 30. My next step is doing an hour and a half, and seeing how that goes. But it doesn't have to be long. I just walk around the campus. If I'm not around the campus, then I'm walking around the whole school complex, which is about a whole like 30 minutes to walk with my speed, 30 minutes, an hour if I'm really having one of those days and just want to drag my feet. But it works. It definitely works. Just to get out there, get some fresh air, and do something to try to get out of my little funk that I'm in where I don't want to do anything, where I don't just want to be in bed and sleep, trying to push myself to do some form of an activity, which is difficult when you're in that depressive state and all you want to do is sleep, eat, or just go to sleep, don't do nothing. And then you're waking up in odd hours of the morning because you went to bed so early. I've been there, done that, sometimes still doing it. Listen, it's a challenge, and the best you can do is try to put your best foot forward and try to slowly change out of those negative, toxic habits. I've been talking on the phone with friends since I'm not really doing too much face to face. The only face to face I'm doing is with family. That's it. And but talking on the phone with friends, doing like a Zoom call or Google Meets, that's been very helpful with me, with connecting with loved ones and friends and stuff. Yeah, that's basically what I've been. I didn't really think about, like, what else have I been doing, but that's basically the gist of it, is doing those things with the ones that really matters, who actually care and love and actually value their thoughts and opinions, and yeah, slowly working on it. It's a daily process. I'm not going to be healed overnight. I'm still going through some stuff. There's days when I have great days. Today is one of those negative, bad days, but I'm going to try to change myself around. Listen, I woke up this morning not wanting to do anything. I woke up at like 7:30 or something like that, and started doing my devotions. Then I went to journaling. Then I went to listening to inspirational music. Then I started to cleaning. Then now I'm about to hop in the shower and go do laundry. What I really want to do? Sleep. Sleep my day away. But I'm trying to be active. I'm trying to get out and do stuff, that I don't just be stuck in the house. And the laundry definitely needs to get done. That's a fact. And I need to clean my house because I'm tired of my apartment looking how it's looking. That ain't it. So, you gotta put best foot forward and do things that you need to do because it's for your betterment. And something that my stepmother told me is, you're in a very negative space when you don't want to do anything. When you have no energy to do things that you need to do, such as eating, such as bathing, such as doing assignments that you may have for class or whatever, taking care of loved ones, interacting with people, what else? Things like doing your daily tasks that you typically do on a good day. That's how you know you're in a very negative space. And if you don't change it, it's just going to continue being negative, and it's going to be a downhill spiral where it's going to be very challenging for you to be uplifted if you get to this downward spiral. And that's me personally. I'm trying to avoid that. I don't need them problems. I don't. I'm trying to get myself back up. I'm trying to get myself to a place where I know it's healthy, to a place where I can speak freely and openly and be vulnerable towards people and get the healing that I need to be successful. And not only this life, but my next life. So, yeah. But this is full transparency, emotions and all, laughter and all, making these little corny ass jokes and having an open and honest conversation about being a professional in higher education, going through a pandemic, being pregnant, unfortunately losing your child, having a miscarriage, and the anxiety and depression that comes along with that loss. It's tough. And then you're trying to pick yourself up and heal from it and continue to move on, but holding that child that you lost in your heart. It's tough. It's definitely tough. And you're not alone. If you're going through similar things, you're definitely not alone. I'm going through it right now. So if you want to talk about it, you can leave a comment. If you want to talk off this, you can hit me up on my social media platforms. I'll link that all down below. And we can have a conversation. I can heal with you. We can talk about things that we're both doing to try to get through this process and what we're realizing that's not working. And I wish you all the best. Thank you guys for listening. I know some of y'all probably like, dang, this is too emotional for me. Let me click out. For those who stayed and listened to my testimony, my vulnerability, because this is something that I typically don't do. I'm not too vulnerable about my life. I deeply appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like. And yeah, I'll give you an update about how I'm doing if that's something you want. If that's something that you wish to know, like how I'm handling things months later, I will be happy to give you an update. Just let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys want to know. How I'm doing it, the things that I did to help me with the process or anything like that. I would be happy to do that. And yeah, thank you guys. And I'm going to go shower, I'm going to wash my face first. Shower and get dressed and hit this laundry because it got to get done. So thank you guys. Bye.
Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh.